regular season games. 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. This one is for all the marbles. It's the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals and the champions of the NFC, the Detroit Lions. Final game of the season. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Greg, it has been a long run to get here. 2 weeks of build-up, the media day, the radio interviews. It's all over now. Finally, it's time for football, and for these players, long wait is almost over.
Well, I can promise you one thing, Mike. Every single one of these players and coaches in their mind right now is saying the same thing. Let's just kick the ball off already. We're tired of talking about the game. We're tired of meetings and practice. It's been a long 2 weeks for both of these clubs. They're ready to get this thing kicked off, and let's decide the outcome of who's going to be Super Bowl champs on the field. And I know you and I, we got the best seats in the house.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
He'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball, but let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
He'll go play action with Goff. The second down throw is incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
Laporta in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's gone. The Bengals have got it.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
So here come the Bengals. And, Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's a Cincinnati first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll find Andre Yosibach.
Complete to Andre Yosibach. A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That one taken in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0.
Lions nothing. Evan McPherson.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They're trying to hold on to the football this time. Had the fumble on the opening possession, which led to a touchdown. So they trail early as they get it back 1st and 10. Laporta in motion. Goff to throw on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Detroit.
A gain of 10 yards.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
off the play fake. Here's Goff. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
2 more yards.
That pass play, good for 22. Good for a Lions first down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's Goff. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Little miscommunication there now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That's taken in.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Williams in motion. On play action, Goff. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Right side, that's Laporta, the tight ends. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's 7-3.
Kicker, defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown, Detroit.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1, What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jermaine Burton. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 7. Now, Burrow. He'll find Chase. That's complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Burrow. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase.
What an impressive play by this linebacker. I mean, Mike, back in the day, you would never see a linebacker take down a wide receiver in the open field like that. But these guys are tremendous athletes who can really hold their own in space. And he killed that play before it even had a chance to develop.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. That one's on Orlando Brown, Jr. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. Burrow. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Goff. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Goff going to get this out to St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Lions ball to begin the second quarter. Here's 1st and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. On first down, it's Goff. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Good-looking drive. Roll. Zach Taylor not liking that last call all that much, and out comes the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Laporta in motion. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, a gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Goff. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
For the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Goff to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
On 4th down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. His kick is perfect. And the Lions will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Oh, we need these 3 points. On the board.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Now Burton on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. Pass caught. Gesicki on the right. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And 4 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll run here with Brown. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
13 yards.
A pickup there of 13. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Loose inside the 30. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 21. It's a Cincinnati First
First
down.
and 10 at the 19-yard
Really
line.
nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Open left side is Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
Second down.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second down. Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosibas. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver.
Incomplete.
And it'll lead to a second and goal.
Second and goal.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
3 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They bring Chase in motion. They're called in at the 2. And he's trying to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. It's about a yard short.
4 yards.
Now, what do you do on 4th and 1?
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday.
And 3 more points. We need these points, guys. We need all of them. Oh, we need these 3 points. Think about it,
Laporta in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Working free downfield, it is Williams. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
Lions.
That pickup, good for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On fourth down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from a season ago, Jack Fox to punt. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They go play action for Burrow. That's taken in by the running back, Hero. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A carry here for Brown. He'll get forward for about a yard. Aiden Hutchinson, the former 1st rounder, in on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
2 minutes to play in the 1st half of a 3-point game. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Lions' 31-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. Now a timeout, Cincinnati. That's their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal. And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Another one from the 5, Second down and goal. Burrow to throw. And he'll take it on in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
On is McPherson for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bengals are on top. It's 14-10.
Bengals 14, Lions 10.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
20-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll be 3rd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing. And finally,
oh, big hole left side to the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bengals are out to a 21-10 lead.
Lions 10.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Lions offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's gone. That's caught by Gibbs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second down at the 32-yard line.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. They'll run with Gibbs. And that'll give them the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
A second down throw for Goff. His throw left side is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it, didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's gone. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
3rd down and 3. To throw is Goff. Open man, left side, he's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there, just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Trying to keep a drive alive, gonna have to convert on 3rd and 9. Now, go.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Now Burton on the return. And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's Brown. Ooh! And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and inches.
Second and inches. Now, Burrow. To the left side. Caught by Chase. And they'll pick up the first down. A gain of about 4.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On first down, Burrow. Pass caught left side by Banks. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a pickup of 12. It's a Cincinnati first down.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. And we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
Pass caught, Gesicki on the right. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
27-yard line.
Now Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken down
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosibon. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a Cincinnati first down.
That's good for Bengals. First down. 1st and 10.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Gesicki, the man in motion. A first down throw for Burrow. This one caught the 4. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
2nd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
This one popped in the air and intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Lions offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Keep it tight, defense. Get this point.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
2nd down.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, they felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
On 2nd down, Goff. Working free downfield, it is Williams. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Detroit.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. On to the 4th quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Off to throw on 1st down. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
2nd and 11. Goff to throw. On target for Laporta. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Goff. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. Moving left, he'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker, it is 1st and goal.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in, you think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. He'll go play action with Goff. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Chris Jenkins Jr. getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. He pulls it in around the 5.
This is a really popular concept on third down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the first down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
Important moment here for the Lions as they're going to go for 2.
The Lions will
On play action. Goff. That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a 2-point game. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. Now Burton on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to take over possession of the football. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Burrow here on 2nd down. In trouble, and down he goes.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a two-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Raymond going to return it, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Automatic 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Perfectly timed blitz, and he just gets to the quarterback a fraction of a second too late. The ball comes out of his hand kind of funny as a result of the hit, and I'm not even exactly sure if the guy who caught it was his intended target.
This one caught by Chase. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Jamar Chase. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 17 yards on that connection. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Lions' 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd down and 5. To throw is Burrow. Quickly, this one out to Chase. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Here's Burrow. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. The Lions called their 1st timeout.
At the 5-yard line.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Gesicki, the man in motion. They'll go with him again. What a move! He's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now, an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. The kick is good. And the Bengals will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
Lions 19.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Now, Jared Goff and the Lions down on the scoreboard. 1:51 on the clock. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in the Super Bowl. Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's Gibbs. And this will be a Lions first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Catch is made by Wright. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's another.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard
This may look
line.
like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. They'll come up now for 2nd down. A run with Gibbs. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and inches at the 17-yard line.
Now 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's gone. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. We got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
And after 3 prior defeats, the Bengals have finally done it. For the first time in franchise history, they are Super Bowl champions. Well, a fitting ending to a great NFL season, all culminating here in the Super Bowl. And Greg, I think we can say the best team won the title.
And you think back to the season they had, Mike, where they earned everything on the field. There was ups and downs. There was adversity. And they were such a resilient group all season long. They were battle-tested coming into the playoffs. They put it all together tonight, and they can call themselves Super Bowl champions.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team, and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.